Next is number 13, a defensive back from Covington, Tennessee, Joshua 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 Joshua will graduate this May with his bachelor's degree in health and physical education. He is joined on the field today with his parents, Larry and Adrian 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 Next is number 19, Jordan Mansfield, wide receiver from Bastrop, Louisiana. Jordan is graduating with his bachelor's degree in computer information systems in December. After graduation, he plans on being a coach at the high school or college level. In attendance with him today are his parents, Joseph and Felicia Mansfield. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Mansfield. Next is number 31, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, a linebacker from East St. Louis, Illinois. 𝗗𝗏 earned his bachelor's degree in organizational communications and is working on a master's degree in physical education and coaching. He plans on being a personal trainer after graduation. He is joined on the field today with his position coach, Gavin Buford. Ladies and gentlemen, 𝗗𝗏𝗦𝗅𝗏. Next is number 56, Ryan Williams, an offensive lineman from Haven, Kansas. Ryan has earned a bachelor's degree in exercise science and is working on a master's degree in physical education and coaching. After graduation, he plans to coach college football. In attendance with Ryan are his parents, Eric and Andrea Williams, brothers, Eric and Cooper Williams, and his girlfriend, McGuire Estelle. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Williams. Next is number 75, Kendall Walker, an offensive lineman from Cutoff, Louisiana. Kendall is graduating with a bachelor's degree in business and marketing in May. He intends to coach college football after graduation, but is also interested in medical sales. In attendance with Kendall are his parents, Jason, and his stepmother, Beth Walker, grandmother, Sydney, brother Desmond, his nephew Trayson, girlfriend Madison, and nanny Christy. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendall Walker. Next is number 83, 𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗟𝗡, a wide receiver from Fountain Lake, Arkansas. 𝗗𝗟𝗦 is graduating with his bachelor's degree in health and physical education in May and plans on teaching and coaching high school football. In attendance with 𝗗𝗟𝗦 are his parents, Bruce and Sharon Westerman, and his wife, Hannah. Ladies and gentlemen, 𝗗𝗟𝗦 Westerman. Next is number 84, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, a tight end from Magnolia, Texas. Ben is graduating with a degree in health and physical education in December. After graduating, he plans to return to Texas and coach and teach at the high school level. In attendance with Ben are his parents, Ben Sr. and Bridget Colligan. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Colligan. Next is number 88, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, a tight end from Oxford, Mississippi. Keaton will graduate this May with a bachelor's degree in health and physical education. He looks forward to becoming a coach or trainer. He is joined on the field today with his father, Jason McIntosh, sisters, and grandparents. Ladies and gentlemen, Keaton McIntosh. Next is number 99, 𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗟𝗡, a defensive lineman from DeSoto, Texas. 𝗗𝗟𝗏 will graduate in May with a bachelor's degree in health and physical education. In attendance with him today are his parents, Bridget Broussard and Paul Ballard. Ladies and gentlemen, 𝗗𝗟𝗏 Ballard. Next is number 10, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗂, a wide receiver from Texarkana, Texas. Isaiah has a bachelor's degree in business administration with an emphasis in finance and is working on his master's degree in physical education and coaching. After graduation, he plans on coaching football at the college or high school level and to open his own barbershop. He is joined on the field with family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏. Next is Student Quality Control Supervisor Liam Brace, a former offensive lineman and H-back from Dallas, Texas. Liam is graduating with a bachelor's degree in integrated studies. Will be working in the Brace family business. In attendance with Liam today are his parents, Matt and Nikki Brace, brother and sister-in-law Gabe and Anna Brace, niece Frankie Brace, uncle Larry Brace, girlfriend Gracie Whitehead, and best friends Buzz Jurdy and Jackson Versfeld. Ladies and gentlemen, Liam Brace. Next, we would like to recognize number 3, quarterback from Luxor, Arkansas, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏 Brown. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏 has a bachelor's degree in education and is currently working on his master's degree in education. He is joined on the field today with family and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏 Brown. We would also like to honor senior A.J. Bullock, a linebacker from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, who is graduating with a bachelor's degree in health and physical education. A.J. could not be here today due to the passing of his grandfather. Ladies and gentlemen, please recognize A.J. Bullock. administration, students, alumni, and friends. Check. 1, 2, 3, mic check. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Boy, Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside Sam Johnson. We get set for another Great American Conference matchup here this afternoon. The Battle of the Timberlands between UAM and Southern Arkansas. as we get set for today's ball game. The Muleriders come in at 8-2 overall on the season. The Weevils are 4-6, but you look at it, Southern Arkansas trying to make themselves bowl eligible to stay. They need a win today to at least stay in the hunt to get into postseason play. The Weevils, we're playing for that big trophy here in South Arkansas that represents the Battle of the Timberlands. And Sam, what do you think about today's ball game?
Good day. Won't be any weather problems. Nice, sunshiny, cool day. I'm all for leaving the trophy here in Drew County.
So let's see how things turn out here this afternoon. It is senior day on the campus of UAM. All the seniors have been recognized. And as Coach Jackson talked about, a great group of seniors that have come through here and stuck with this program over the last 4 or 5 years. Some of them even 6 years.
I was going to say it took a while to get them all out here because there was a bunch of them. And it's a tribute to themselves and their families that they have stuck it out this long.
You go back and look at red shirts and COVID years and all that we're just now getting out of the COVID years.
Exactly.
And then you take a red shirt year on a freshman or so, that gives them 5 years eligibility. But a big group of seniors that will be graduating, and as Coach Jackson talked about, some of them graduating in December, some of them will be graduating in May, but most of them will be graduating. That's the important part.
And some of them have already graduated, but they're still here trying to get their master's degree, he said, which is another tribute to them and their families. So
you look at this, these two teams have met 98 times since 1913 with their first meeting in Magnolia. The result was a 26-0 win for the Weevils all the way back in 1913. The Weevils are currently 4-6, as we mentioned. And coming off a loss to Southern Nazarene in Week 10, Monticello 7th in the GAC in scoring and 7th in total offense, averaging 18.3 points a game and giving up 300 and on averaging 310 points or 310 yards per game. Now, the Bo Weevils land 6th on conference in rushing. They have 1,292 yards total rushing on the year, averaging 143 per ball game. Defensively, UAM ranked 7th in total defense, surrendering only 375 yards per contest, and 8th in scoring defense, allowing 31.5 points per ball game. The series, as we said, goes all the way back to 1913. It's 39, 58, and 1 are what the Weevils are. So 39 wins, 58 losses, and 1 tie. The last win for the Bo Weevils coming in 2021. Monticello is 17-30 away against Southern Arkansas, with the last win being a score of 73-37 in 2021. Well, that was a big score. The largest margin of victory for the Weevils came during the 1924 season with a 46-0 win.
A lot of this history is from way back, too. 98 different times they've played. That's a lot of times to do anything, much less play a football game.
The last meeting, Monticello lost to Southern Arkansas in 2023. The Bo Weevils have 291 yards of total offense and also recorded 2 touchdowns in the contest. Caden Middleton led the air attack, connecting with 12 of 23 attempts for 130 yards. Gary Furman led the team in ground rushing for a net 35 yards in that loss to Southern Arkansas last year.
Wow, that's a lot of statistics.
There's a lot of numbers.
A lot of history. Yeah. We're going to get the ball, and I'm not sure I caught who won the toss, but I think SAU won the toss, but deferred, and we're going to get the ball.
All right. Weevils will send 2 men back deep. Weevils will be moving from left to right here in this first quarter, from north to south here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium as this ball game is underway. Southern Arkansas coming off a big win last week, I think 78-0 over their opponent last week. There's the kickoff. It's going to sail into the end zone and be for the automatic touchback. The Weevils will get it 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. As we said, it's senior day, so I'm sure we'll see the 6-year senior, 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗔 Brown at quarterback, as he's listed on our 2 deep as the starter. As the offense for the Weevils will come out onto the field. And yes, 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 will be our quarterback. Starting at running back for the Weevils, going to be Dante Rhodes. He's a backup quarterback, came in. He's a sophomore out of Plymouth. Pennsylvania. On 1st and 10, play action pass. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 wanting to throw, has all day. Looking now, pressure coming. He's going to be sacked. The ball comes loose, picked up by Southern Arkansas. Return to the end zone, touchdown. Unless they blow it dead, that's going to be a touchdown for the Muleriders.
He just held it too long. He didn't have anybody open and should have thrown it away, but he just kept waiting, and our lineman just couldn't hold out forever.
He had all day to throw.
Exactly. They did a good job in protection. Now they're wanting to, I think Coach Hudd's wanting them to look at it.
As 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 went down, the ball came loose, and it was scoop and scored from about the 12-yard line into the end zone for Southern Arkansas. All right, so here we get the first play from scrimmage, and it's going to be under review.
I think I saw the flag go out there. Coach Hudd was down there where the line judge on our side was. And
the ruling on the field is going to be a touchdown for Southern Arkansas. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more UAM football right after this. Eligible, looking for a bowl game. I think it's the Corsicana Bowl is what's up on the grabs in Corsicana, Texas, but that's what's on the bowl. But on the line is that big Timberland, Battle of the Timberland Trophy. And it's stayed with the Muleriders for a long time. Weevils would love to get it back here this afternoon.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Keep the trophy and ring the bell all in one day.
As they're still reviewing the final play, I see the official finally getting up now from the table, from the review table, and hopefully we'll get a call from him. See if we can pick it up. The ruling on the field stands. It'll be a touchdown for Southern Arkansas on the first play from scrimmage. A scoop and score from about 13 yards out for Southern Arkansas. They'll lead at 6-0 with the extra point coming. And now a flag going to come in from the near sideline, and I think that's going to be against Coach Hud Jackson. Sure, he had a few choice words to say to the officials.
He was closer to the official than he is right now, and he said something and turned away, and as soon as he turned his back, the official threw the flag. So he said the magic word, I'm sure.
Sportsmanlike conduct going to be the flag that'll be enforced on the kickoff against UAM. So Southern Arkansas will come on to attempt the extra point. The kicker is Daniel Guana. a redshirt freshman, right-footed soccer-style kicker. As we're set for the extra point attempt here at Convoy Leslie. Snap is down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. 7-0 our score. Southern Arkansas leads it here early. We'll be back with more UAM football right after this. Muleriders lead it here at Convoy Leslie following a scoop and score on the first play from scrimmage. And boy, emotions are high. They always are between Southern Arkansas and UAM. This is rivalry week in the Great American Conference.
And it goes from the players to Coach Hood. He's still mad.
The 15-yard penalty will be assessed against the Weevils. They'll kick off from the 50-yard line. We expect to see it go out of the back of the end zone for an automatic touchback. And Weevils should start from their own 35 as the Muleriders get set to kick it off. 14:48 to play, opening quarter. They're going to try to onside kick it, a little scoop kick. This one is caught in the air by Southern Arkansas. Going to be inside the 25 to the 20, all the way down to the 15-yard line. And now they're going to have to talk about this. I thought you had to give the receiving team an opportunity to catch the football. It had to hit unless it hits the ground. That would never hit the ground. I'm not sure what the rule is.
Me either, now that you say that. Obviously, you don't have to let them do anything. You just beat them to the ball.
Southern Arkansas will get it 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And that's as good as you can do that play right there. That's as good as you can perform that.
On 1st and 10, the Muleriders on offense leading 6-7-0. Quarterback throws wide receiver screen complete to the right. He'll carry it down close to the 20-yard line as making the catch over there for Southern Arkansas is Rasheem Green. And that'll be a gain of 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Muleriders. Quickly, they go up tempo, back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback will keep it himself. He's inside the 20, down to the 15, all the way down to the 13-yard line as that's Judd Barton, the quarterback. He's a junior. And that'll move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 13, make it the 14-yard line. They snap the football again. Another wide receiver screen. This time the Weevils play it perfectly. They hit him in the back, lose him. He's still on his feet as he reverses field, going to run backwards and be brought down back at the 20-yard line, 21-yard line.
That was a great first initial hit, and then it looked like he was going to get all the way to the other side, but we finally got some help out here for the corner.
A loss of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 16. Muleriders back to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers go wide right. Now flags come in. Going to have probably a procedure call or a false start against the offense. Nope, offsides against the defense.
Like we gave them back the 6 yards loss we had on the previous play.
So to remain 2nd down, the mark off the penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 11, almost 12. Ball's on the left hash mark. Muleriders moving from right to left here in this first quarter. Judd Barton, the quarterback, the lone tailback. Back there is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Now the Muleriders reset the offense. They'll go with trip receivers wide to the right. Going to hand it off to Scales, left side, big hole. He's at the 10, going to be inside the 10 and finally knocked out of bounds down around the 7-yard line. That's coming up to make the stop for the Weevils, who's going to be Robert Jones. And that'll be a gain of 6. I'll make it 7 on that play, make it 3rd down and 4 for the Muleriders from the Weevil 8-yard line. Scales comes in motion to the short side of the field, trips to the wide side. Wanting to throw, quarterback's going to keep it himself on the draw right up the middle. He's down to the 1-yard line and stopped at the 1. Coming up to make the stop for the Weevils, going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, the linebacker. Stayed at home, made a good play.
They're leaving. They've got to spread out. We really don't have anybody responsible for the quarterback.
They'll snap it again quickly, and they'll hand it or keep it to the quarterback. He'll go over the right side, and Judd Barton's going to carry it in from 1 yard out, and just like that, with 12-19 left to play here in the first quarter, the Muleriders are already up 14-0.
It didn't take long. Exactly. It did not take long at all.
A scoop and score for their first touchdown. And then they kick an onside kick, recover it, and the Muleriders are up 13-0. The extra point coming. Snap down, kick on the way, and it is good. 14-0, Muleriders lead it here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. We'll take a break and be back with more UAM football in just a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our answer any questions you might have.
To nothing, the Muleriders have jumped out here on top. 12-19 to play in the first quarter here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Weevils, I'll bet you'll be expecting that onside kick this time as they get set to receive. Looking at other scores, the Battle of the Ravine, they kicked off at 1 today. Ouachita Baptist leading Henderson State 10-6. They're already at halftime in that ball game, but that's always a big rivalry game. I think Henderson had to walk across the highway to Ouachita this year. Here's the kickoff. This time they'll kick it off deep. It's going to be fielded at the 3-yard line and returned. DeJuan Turner. Turner up over the 15, 20. Flags come in from everywhere as he carries out over the 25, near the 29, almost the 30-yard line. But there's a couple of flags down, and well, you hate to see that if you're a Weevil fan.
Blocking the back. Probably 99%.
Both flags came flying in during the return as the officials are going to try to explain to us. Holding going to be the call against the return team. So a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So they're going to spot the football all the way back at the 9, almost the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 10. And that's where the Weevils will start their second offensive possession of the afternoon, deep in their own territory. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 Brown, your quarterback. Out of the shotgun. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 going to keep it himself. Cuts to the outside, trying to get to the outside. Turns the corner at the 15. Going to be up near the first down marker, near the 20-yard line, and he'll run out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And the Weevils get their first down of the afternoon with 12:01 to play here in the first quarter.
He kind of got met a little bit rudely on the sideline, too. He wasn't real happy about that, but it got us out of underneath the goalpost.
Mark it all the way out at the 22, so a gain of 12 on the play for 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏. Brown will look in over to the sideline as they call in the play. Cade Middleton signaling the play in from Coach Qualls. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗏, quarterback keeper again. Big hole, comes over the 25, out over the 27, out to the 28-yard line before he's finally brought down there. That'll be a gain of 6 on the play. And the Weevils will look at 2nd down and 4. Both teams kind of going hurry-up offense.
We just need to, we got out from underneath our goalpost. We're doing okay.
Muleriders in a 4-man front defensively. 3 down linemen. They'll bring a linebacker up on the line of scrimmage. So they run a 3-4 basic defense. Here's 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗏, same play again. Comes to the right side. He's over the 30, out to the 33. Going to have the first down. Needed 4, and he got 5. And we'll move the chains again. That'll be another first down for the Boll Weevils. So 1st and 10, UAM at their own 33-yard line.
Having some pretty good success to our offensive right on these running plays.
Rhodes, still your running back, Dante Rhodes. He'll line up in the pistol formation this time. Now he moves over to the left side of Brown. Twin receivers go wide left, one comes wide right. On 1st and 10, 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗏 calling for it, going to hand it off to Rhodes. Rhodes met at the line of scrimmage, not much there. He may get a half a yard. It's coming through for Southern Arkansas to make the tackle is going to be 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 play, 2nd down and 10. Now for the Weevils. Ball spotted at their own 33-yard line. Again, they'll look into the sideline, get the play. Twin receivers to either side this time for 𝗗𝗦𝗠 Brown. Tied into the wide side of the field. Ball on the right hash mark. Here goes the play as 𝗗𝗦𝗠 gets the snap, wanting to throw. Looking left, now right. Now it's going to be forced out of the pocket. He'll take off, carries out over the 35, out to the 36-yard line. A gain of only 3 on the play, and the Weevils are going to look at 3rd down and a long 7.
He's still getting good protection. Our receivers can't get open, can't get loose.
So 3rd and 7 now for the Weevils. Trip receivers go wide left. Muleriders stay at a 3-man front defensively. 9 minutes left to play, first quarter, 14-0. Muleriders lead it. If you joined us late, you missed a couple of scores by the Muleriders. On 3rd and 7, Brown, straight drop, looking. Now it's going to take off running. 𝗗𝗦𝗠 out over the 40, going to be hit and knocked short of the 1st down at the 41-yard line. Needed the 43 was the line to gain. So it'll bring up a 4th and 2 now for the Boll Weevils. Here early in the football game, down 14 points. Last game of the season, you leave your offense out there?
I would go for it. I would go for it.
Looks like the Weevils are going to bring in the big set. Bringing in 2 tight ends. And they're thinking about going for it on 4th down and about 2. From their own 41-yard line, down 14-0. 𝗗𝗦𝗠 Brown will line up in the shotgun. Dante Rhodes, your running back. Brown's going to keep it himself over that left side. He's got the 1st down. Ball comes loose, and it's picked up by Southern Arkansas and returned back to the 44, make it the 43-yard line. 𝗗𝗦𝗠 had the 1st down at the 45, got hit from behind. The ball came loose.
He looked like he might have been trying to spin back to his inside, and when he did, he got hit, and it came loose.
And Southern Arkansas records 2nd turnover of the ball game for the Boll Weevils. Muleriders will have it 1st and 10 at the Weevil 43. Leading 14-0. The Mulerider offense with a short field to work with. Judd Barton, the quarterback. He's 6'1", 195 pounds, a junior. He'll line up in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the left. Play action. Barton one to throw. Looking, has all day. Now dumps it to his back out of the backfield. He'll be hit. Going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain. Nice job coming up by the linebacker for the Weevils, number 48. That is Tavante Bond making the stop. That could have gone for a lot more if he hadn't tripped him up.
Exactly.
Second down, 7. Muleriders snap the football again. This time a handoff on a jet sweep to the right. Missed tackle in the backfield. He crossed the 40 into the 35. Still on his feet at the 20 to the 15, all the way down to the 13-yard line as the ball carrier is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. He lined up as a halfback in the backfield, normally a wide receiver, and they ran a jet sweep to the right side.
28 yards after first contact, too.
1st and 10, Muleriders. They'll line up again. Inside the 15 at the 13. Handoff again right side. This time almost the same play, but the Weevils snuff it out this time for no gain on the play. Actually a loss of a yard.
That's Robert Jones, I think, on the tackle.
It'll be 2nd down and 11. Trip receivers come wide left. The quarterback, Barton, wants to throw, fires it, complete to the flanker out here. He's at the 10, turns it up to the 5, trying to stay in bounds. He'll be knocked out inside the 5, down at the 3-yard line. As making the catch that time for Southern Arkansas was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 3 for Southern Arkansas. Barton hands it off to his tailback. He's hit at the 2. He'll fall forward to the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1 for the Muleriders here with 6:12 to play in the quarter. Muleriders leading 14-0. They'll line up quickly. Snap the football. Again, the handoff goes straight ahead. This time into the end zone. Touchdown Muleriders. As that is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 on the carry straight ahead. And we played... what is that, 8 minutes? Making 9 minutes here in this quarter, and Muleriders are up 21-0.
2 fumbles and an onside kick recovered by the Riders, and they've scored after all 3.
Southern Arkansas will come on to attempt the extra point. Their kicker is Daniel 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗂. 𝗗𝗗𝗦 waiting on the snap. Everybody set. Good snap. Kick on the way, and this one's through the uprights and good. 21-0. Muleriders lead it here at Convoy Leslie in the early stages of the first half. 6 minutes remaining. We'll back in just a moment. Six minutes remain here in the first quarter. Muleriders lead at 21-0 as they'll get set to kick off once again to the Bull Weevils as their kicker sends this one down the field, end over end, into the end zone, and Turner's going to let it go out of the back of the end zone for the automatic touchback. Weevils will get it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. So start their 3rd possession of the afternoon. 2 turnovers, an onside kick. Muleriders are taking advantage of every opportunity.
Not exactly like we had it mapped out to start the game.
All right, see if the Weevils can get some consistency going with the offense. Here we go. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 will work empty backfield. They go with 5 wide. Last series, we ran the football every play. We'll see. It looks like we're going to throw it here as we go with 5 wide, empty backfield. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏, straight drop. They rush 3. Throws to his left, throws complete over the middle for a short gain. Is coming up with the catch is Isaiah Cross. That'll be a gain of a couple of yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. And you gotta look, Southern Arkansas is only rushing 3, so that means they're dropping 8 back in coverage, and that's the reason 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏's had so much trouble finding somebody open.
There's not much grass that's not covered.
On 2nd down and 8. Dante Rhodes checks in back into the ball game, back at tailback. Royale Williams comes wide to the right. Twins go wide left. Brown wanting to throw, steps up, in trouble, and going to be sacked. Knocked down back at the 20-yard line as 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 goes down, and coming in to make the stop for Southern Arkansas is that number 64, I believe. And that is Jet Maxwell. Nope, number 54. Trevon Letts. He'll get the stop. That's going to be a loss of 8 on the play. 3rd down and 15 now for the Boll Weevils. They go with twin receivers, make it trip receivers, wide to the left. Obvious passing situation. Southern Arkansas is going to rush 3, it looks like. They bring 3. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 dumps it off to Royale. Make that Dante. He'll hurdle a man at the 25, up over the 30 to the 33-yard line, 32-yard line. Needed the 35 for the yard to gain.
If not for the loss on 2nd down, that was been close to a 1st down.
But instead, Weevils look at 4th down and 2. As the punter will come on now for the Boll Weevils. And Southern Arkansas looking to get the football back in pretty good field position. Colin Hitchcock will be back deep for the Muleriders. He'll stand at his own 31, awaiting the punt of UAM. With 4:04 left to play in the first quarter. No pressure. Muleriders try to set up the return. A high, nice spiraling kick return. Fielded at the 30. Back paddles to the 25. Now turns it up. Out over the 35, the 40, and finally brought down at the 41-yard line. Hustling down on the special teams to make the stop is Joshua McGarity.
Good thing he made the tackle, too. I think he was real close
to breaking
breaking it for the touchdown.
They mark it out at the 42-yard line. Muleriders will have it 1st and 10. First time they've started possession on their side of the 50.
Exactly. We've helped them a whole lot in that respect.
21-0. Muleriders with the lead and the football. 1st and 10. Barton again out of the shotgun. He'll have twin receivers come wide to the left. Going to hand it off to his tailback. A lot of room on the sweep. He's across midfield to the 40, all the way down to the Boll Weevil 41-yard line. Finally brought down there. As coming up to make the stop is Taylor Collins, the defensive back out of Allen, Texas. But a big gain, and Muleriders again up tempo. Back, snap it quickly. Handoff right side. This time is Scales. Scales carries inside the 45. He'll be down to the 42-yard line.
Irvin Jones on the tackle for the Weevils.
Make it the 32-yard line. Yeah, it'll be 2nd down, a gain of 4 on that play. So 2nd down and 6. This Muleriders going fast as any team I've ever seen.
Exactly.
Up tempo. They're back to the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Snap the football. Hand off to Scales again. Right side. He's hit at the 31. He'll fall forward to the 30-yard line. It's coming up to make the hit on him there. Jonathan Kajigal. Kajigal with the stop. And the Muleriders will look at 3rd down and 4 from the Weevil 30-yard line, leading 21-0. They'll send trip receivers wide to the left. Scales goes in motion to the boundary on the short side to the right. Empty backfield now. Barton looking, fires complete over the middle. It's going to be inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line, and that's good for another 1st down for the Muleriders. Kendall Reed, the tight end, making the catch. 1st and 10, Muleriders. Snap the football again. This time play action. Wide receiver screen complete inside the 20 down to the 15. Dives inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. They mark it at the 11. And that'll be a gain of 12 on the play. Another 1st down for the Muleriders inside the Weevil 11-yard line. On 1st and 10, Barton. Fake the handoff, going to keep it himself, and he's dropped for a loss in the backfield. Back at the 13-yard line.
Should have given it to the dive back on that play. Good play by our guys, but
That was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥 making the stop there in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play, almost back to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 13 now for the Muleriders. Scales comes in motion. They'll overload the wide side with 4 receivers, 1 to the right. Throw the screen out to Scales, complete at the 10. He's down to the 6-yard line and be driven backwards there. As coming up, Taylor Collins again in on the stop for the Weevils. Also right there with Timothy Jasper, the defensive back. Short gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring third down and 7. Actually, a gain of 6 on the play. So 3rd down and 7 for the Muleriders. And they spread you out, and then they go in that hurry up, and it's hard for the defense to recoup. Barton wanting to throw, pressure coming, fires, and it's going to be incomplete. And that time the pressure got to him. He had to unload that one before he was ready.
That's the first time we've played the wide receiver screen well at all, and we had it covered really, really well.
Muleriders lead it 21-0. It's 4th down and 7. They'll send on the field goal unit here with 36 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Muleriders will try to add on 3 more as they're going to spot it at the, let's see, the ball will be down at the 15, a 25-yard attempt from the left hash mark. But from what I've seen out of the kicker, he's got plenty of leg. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 gets set to kick it. Snap is down. The kick on its way. It's plenty long enough, and it is good. 24-0. Muleriders lead it. 31 seconds remain here in the first quarter. We'll be back with more UAM football right after this. (24-0). The Muleriders extend their lead here in the first quarter. 31 seconds remain as the kickoff man for Southern Arkansas is 𝗗𝗜𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 back. This one going to do the same. Weevils will start 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. No chance at a return. So, you come out and the Weevils, even though we're down by 24 points here in the first quarter, they just got to find some type of some confidence builder here in this ball game.
To at least back SAU up and not give them the ball on our end of the field so easily.
𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, your quarterback. Trip receivers go wide left. Ball on the right hash mark. This will be a handoff right up the middle. Big hole at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Going to be inside Mulerider territory to the 46-yard line. And on the carry for the Boll Weevils, that's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗍𝒂, the sophomore out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as he rambles all the way up to the 46-yard line of Southern Arkansas. 1st and 10, Boll Weevils. Brown, they'll leave it with Brown to keep it himself. Now he flips it out to the left. It's a lateral almost. Southern Arkansas says they have it. They're going to rule it an incomplete pass. A break for UAM.
Exactly. Wow.
Brown saw the defensive corner coming up and decided to lateral it, and it was straight across the field. Could have been ruled a forward pass. All right, I guess that's what they're going to call it.
If it was in front of that down marker, it was by less than a length of that football.
And that's the end of the first quarter here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. It's 24-0. The Muleriders have a commanding lead after the first 15 minutes. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more UAM football. Muleriders have the lead. Boy, you go back and look at this first 15 minutes of football, and it's been all Muleriders to start the football game.
It's almost they hit us with a hammer right between the eyes.
And we
wow.
stunned.
Yeah, we were for a good part of that quarter. Wow.
Weevils had 2 fumbles. Both ended up, one was a scoop and score. The other one resulted in a score. An onside kick that went on. Says SAU has challenged the incomplete pass by the Boll Weevils, thinking it was a lateral. So the officials, that last play to end the half, it was ruled an incomplete pass on the field.
I'm really not sure it was a forward pass. I believe it might go the Riders' way.
I think, on my initial call, I called it a lateral.
You did.
And so we'll see. It was ruled an incomplete pass down on the field, but the Muleriders have challenged that call. So we'll see what the officials come up with here. But it's 24-0. You go back and look at the first 15 minutes, boy. I mean, the Muleriders have come out here just up tempo, on the money. They've just run everything, and everything's gone their way.
Exactly.
Here we go with the ruling on the field. See if we can get it. It will be UAM football. They did rule it an incomplete pass, so the ruling on the field stands. It'll remain UAM football and be 2nd down and 10 for UAM. Weevils will go with trip receivers. Royale, Isaiah, and Mansfield come wide to the left. Brown, your quarterback. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Just a snap. He's going to keep it himself right side, looking for a hole. Nothing there, and he's going to lose a yard. It's going to be dropped back at the 42-yard line. And the Muleriders with 3 defensive linemen. You got those 4 linebackers. It's going to be hard to get outside on that.
Exactly. They've kind of got you outnumbered to the outside from just the alignment itself.
3rd down and 11. Weevils come back to the line of scrimmage. This time the Muleriders show a 4-man front, so they may bring some pressure now. UAM's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. They've got the tight end in, Cody Loop. He'll line up on the wide side of the field here to the left. Brown wanting to throw, pressure coming. He steps up in the pocket, now forced out of it, running. He's got some grass in front of him at the 40, to the 30. Tightrope in the sideline. He'll step out of bounds inside the 30, 25, all the way down at the 27-yard line. And 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Demaya Brown, he's been around a long time. Sometimes he holds on to it too long, trying to make something happen, but that time made a good decision.
He's got a lot of ability. He's fast, and that's our best play of the whole game right there so far.
1st and 10, Weevils now at the Mulerider, 23-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. Cage in at running back. He'll line up on the right side of 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. They move the tight end over to the wide side on the right side. That's Lupak. Brown's going to keep it himself. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 hit at the line of scrimmage. Going to carry a Mulerider with him down close to the 20-yard line. So a gain of almost 3 on the play there for 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. D.K.
Henderson on the tackle for the Riders.
It'll bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd down and a long 7, almost 8. Ball stays on the left hash mark. Brown checking in now with Middleton, who's calling in the plays. I believe Coach Qualls is up in the booth upstairs. So here we go. On 2nd down and a long 7. Play action. Wide receiver screen complete out there to Isaiah. Isaiah gets inside the 20. He'll get it down close to the 17-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and the Weevils will look at 3rd down and a long 4. Got to be in 4-down territory here.
Sure.
3rd and 4 from the 23-yard line of Southern, making the 22-yard line of Southern Arkansas. Trailing 24-0. 2 tight ends now into the ballgame for the Weevils. And UAM looking at 3rd down and a long 4. Finally get the play called in. Cage moves over to the left side of Brown. Going to hand it off to him around the corner. He's got the first down as he heads for the marker, and he'll be out of bounds just inside what he needed for the first down at about the 13-yard line. So we'll move the chains and mark it at the 12. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Weevils. 11:40 left to play here in the first half. 24-0 Mule Riders lead it. Weevils knocking on the door. First time to be inside the red zone this afternoon. And UAM taking plenty of time to get the plays in. Play clock's down to 10 now. Cage lines up on the left side. Bring Isaiah Cross in motion. Brown keeps it himself straight ahead. And he's into the end zone, touchdown. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 from 12 yards out puts the Weevils on the board here with 11:13 to play in the half. They'll trail 24-6 at the moment.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅 made a really good move, too, because there was a defender there. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗠😅 kind of put a little hoodoo move on him there and cut it up inside, and then it was over with. He just outran him to the end zone. Nice play. Nice play call.
𝗗𝗜𝗠 will come on to attempt the extra point for UAM. Dylan 𝗗𝗜𝗠, the place kicker. Middleton does the holding. Snaps high. Middleton gets it down. The kick is not going to be good. It was partially blocked if he hit the top of it, but it's going to be no good.
Bad snap led to that, too.
24-6, Mule Riders still lead. We've got 11:13 to play in the half. We'll be back with more from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium in just a moment. Well, with 11:13 to play in the first half, the Weevils get on the board here, and something positive finally happens for UAM.
It was a really good drive. Lots of good plays by 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗠𝗅.
24-6 our score with 11:13 to play in the first half. The Battle of the Ravine still at 10-6 in the third quarter. Washita Baptist leading Henderson. Southern Nazarenes up on Oklahoma Baptist 14-7. Harding leading Arkansas Tech 21-0 in the second quarter, and Southeastern and East Central are still tied at 0-0. As the kickoff is going to carry into the end zone and out of the back of it for an automatic touchback. And the Mule Riders will start 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. It'll be the worst field position they've had all night.
That was what I was just fixing to say. That's as far back as they've been the whole game.
As they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Make it the 25-yard line. I have to shift from high school football on Friday to college football on Saturday.
And then I think it may even be different in the pros, too. You just have to kind of have a flip chart with you a lot of the times.
At the 25-yard lines where the Mule Riders will start 1st and 10. Barton, your quarterback. Mule Riders run a up-tempo game. 1st and 10. Here we go. Gets the snap. Going to leave it with his tailback. Left side. That's number 3. That's going to be Roach this time. Roach will carry out close to the 29, almost the 30-yard line. A gain of almost 5. We'll call it 5. That'll make it 2nd down and 5 for the Mule Riders as they'll quickly come back to the line of scrimmage. Jakarian Lockett splits wide to the right. Weevils going with man-to-man on the outside. Barton. They'll keep it on the ground again. Hand it off again to Roach. Roach across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 now for the Muleriders.
Irvin Jones has been on the last 2 tackles, too, for the Weevils.
So 3rd and 3 for the Muleriders from their own 32-yard line. They'll go trip receivers wide left. One comes wide right. Barton, they'll change the play at the line of scrimmage. He'll walk up and give the instructions to his offensive line. Roach, the lone setback in the backfield. Gets the snap, going to hand it off to Roach straight ahead. He's got the 1st down as he goes across the 35 out near the 41-yard line before he's finally brought down there. And they'll move the chains, and that'll be another 1st down for Southern Arkansas. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for UAM. Looked like that was going to be Christopher Brown. Southern Arkansas, flare pass out in the flat, going to be incomplete to the back out of the backfield. It was a forward pass. They'll rule it as an incomplete pass.
Pretty close, too, I thought.
So they'll mark it back at the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. He was just going to hit the back coming out of the backfield, but it was a little bit forward. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for Southern Arkansas. This time they'll hand it off to Roach again, straight ahead. Stroach out over the 40, out to the 43-yard line. A gain of only 2 on the play, and here we go. We faced them, got them forcing a 3rd down and long. Need to make a stop here.
Exactly. Number 3 for us, that was Robert Iverson on the tackle.
All right, on 3rd and 7 from their own 42, the Muleriders at the line of scrimmage. Strip receivers go wide left. One comes wide right. Roach, the tailback, will move over on the right side of the quarterback, Barton. Weevils in a 4-man front. Put the flanker in motion to the short side of the field. Barton wanting to throw, looking, has all day. Now rolling to his left, looking down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's got over the 45, going to be well short of the 1st down, out at the 47-yard line. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 4 for Southern Arkansas. We'll see if they lead it 24-6. They're going to send on the punting unit and just try to pin UAM back deep. I thought maybe they might go for it with a 21-point lead.
Good defensive series that time by the Weevils.
So 4th down and 4 for the Muleriders. UAM will send a man back deep. He'll stand at the 15-yard line to await the punt. As everybody is set, get a good snap, not much pressure, and a high spiraling kick. Fair catch going to be called for. That's going to be Royale Williams making the fair catch back inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 there with 8:08 to play here in the 1st half.
First ray of sunshine, technically, I guess you'd say, for the 1st half so far, but that's a start. If we might could get some more points here before the half.
Glenn Cage will be the running back. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗏 Brown, your quarterback for the Weevils. Twin receivers go wide right. One comes wide left. From their own 13-yard line, the Weevils on 1st down, trailing 24-6. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 going to leave it with Cage. Cage coming to the left side. He's out over the 15, out close to the 19-yard line. We'll see, 19. So a gain of 6 on the play. We'll take almost 5. We'll take it 2nd down and 5. Weevils quickly back to the line now. Sometimes we snap the football quickly. Sometimes then we line up like we're going to and then look into the sideline. That's what we're going to do here. And after they look over the defense, Muleriders have gone to a 5-man front now defensively. Brown's going to try to keep it himself. Turns the corner. He'll get across the 20, out close to the 21-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. And the Weevils look at 3rd down and short, 3rd and 1. But a nice decision. But you can tell UAM is trying to establish a run. Muleriders say, hey, we're going to stop you. We put 5 men on the line.
And they've got to, when they do that, they've got to spy on 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 once they go to the 5.
They go back to a 3-man front here on this play. 3rd down and 1. Cage, your running back. He'll line up on the left side of 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 Brown. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 leaves it with Cage straight ahead. First down and more as he carries over the 25, the 30, out to the 34-yard line. Nice run by Glenn Cage.
That's his third good run here within the last 4 to 5 minutes.
Cage is 5'9", 200 pounds, a one-year Letterman sophomore out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 6:35 to play in the first half. 24-6, Muleriders with the lead. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 gets the snap again, leaves it with Cage. This time he's met in the backfield. Going to be a yard loss on the play. And boy, you take that defensive lineman there for Southern Arkansas, Trevon Letts. He's 6'2", 270-pound, a senior. And he's been around a while, and he knows what to do.
Pretty good sized young lad.
So a loss of 1 on the play. It'll be second down and 11 now for UAM. As we go under 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Muleriders lead it 24-6. On second down and 11. Weevils look into the sideline again. Play clock down to 10. Got plenty of time. We'll move the tight end. That's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 over here on the left side. Brown try to draw play. That was Dante Rhodes who had checked in, and the ball came loose on the ground. Dante Rhodes just had to fall on it.
I don't think they ever made any kind of connection. I think he was trying to run by him and hand it kind of back behind him, and they just didn't mesh.
The loss is going to be back to the 28-yard line. Hadn't spotted the football yet. They're going to mark it back at the 29-yard line, so it'll be third down and long, 3rd and 15. Loss of 4 on that play. Weevils will go with an extra wide receiver in as 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗓𝗏 Allen checks in at wide receiver. He and Ladarius Fair are split wide to the right. Isaiah Cross and Anthony Dansby come wide to the left. Third down and 15 for UAM. Muleriders will rush 3 this time as they put 3 up on the line, drop 8 back in coverage. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏 forced out of the pocket, running to his left, fires complete. Ladarius on a drag route across the middle at the 40, out of the 45 to the 48-yard line, and that's another first down. Good play.
Exactly. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏 did a good job of not taking off to run, but moving up in the pocket and then continued to run.
Ladarius came from the other side of the field on a drag route.
All the way across the field, you're correct.
1st and 10 now for the Weevils at their own 49-yard line. Trailing 24-6 here with 4:42 to play in the first half. Rhodes stays in at the running back spot. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏 directing traffic. Calling for the snap now. They rush 4, bring some pressure. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏 going deep down the right sideline, throws it up for, it's going to be caught at the 20, and a flag comes down. It's going to be defensive pass interference, but making the catch down there is going to be Anthony Dansby.
I think it was one-hand catch too. I mean, it was a really good pass, but it was an even better catch.
And they're going to call pass interference against the defense. That'll be declined. UAM will take the play. It'll be 1st and 10. Bo Weevils down at the Muleriders 16-yard line here with 4:21 to play in the first half. Huge play.
Big drive here too to get another touchdown before half.
Rhodes stays in at the running back spot. Ladarius Fair, Jaquel Allen split wide right, Cross and Dansby come wide to the left. Now the Muleriders want to call a timeout. Muleriders call a timeout here with 4:07 to play in the first half. We'll take the break with them. It's 24-6. Muleriders lead it. Weevils knocking on the door. We're back in a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Weevils inside the red zone for the second time this evening. 1st and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. Brown wanting to throw, going to the end zone, looking for Isaiah Crossing. He'll overthrow him. Defending on the play for Southern Arkansas was Justin Aaron. He was well covered, Cross was. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😓 took a shot at the end of it.
A really, really hard shot. And his linemen are not real happy about it either.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the Weevils. Ball spotted just outside the 15-yard line. So we can get a 1st down right at the 5. But Weevils need points on the board. Trailing 24-6, Weevils need points. Rhodes stays in at the running back. Isaiah Cross and Dansby split wide to the left. Ladarius Fair out wide to the right. The tight end Lupe moves over to the left side of the line. That'll be the wide side of the field. Going to hand it off to Rhodes straight ahead. He'll carry inside the 15, get tripped up at the 14-yard line. Be a gain of only 2 on the play and bring up 3rd down and 8.
And he had a bigger hole in that. If that guy didn't get him by the ankle, he might have went in.
So 3rd down and 8 for the Boll Weevils. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line of Southern Arkansas. Weevils will look over the defense, now change the play at the line. This time Southern Arkansas showing a 4-man front defensively. Brown gets the snap, wanting to throw, again going to the end zone. This one's going to be incomplete. Dansby was the intended target. The ball was kind of over his head, probably not catchable, but Dansby thought he should have got a flag.
And it looked like from here, it looked like the ref might have been reaching for the flag, but he didn't throw it.
So it'll bring up a 4th down and 8 for the Weevils from the 14-yard line. We're going to see the field goal unit come on. Dylan 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓 going to come on to attempt a field goal with 3:16 to play in the first half. The football is at the 14-yard line. See, they'll spot it at about the 21. So this will be a 31-yard attempt from the right hash mark. With no wind, should be a chip shot. 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓. Kick is on the way, and it is good. It is 24-9, 3:12 to play. Weevils chipping away at it. We'll be back with more UAM football in a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Arkansas still leads. Weevils get a 31-yard field goal, but a nice drive and nice to get points, and now we just need to have a defensive stop.
Exactly. Don't let them get any more points.
Kickoff going to carry about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Goes out of the back now for the automatic touchback. Muleriders will start first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. With 3:12 to play, Southern Arkansas has 1 timeout remaining. The Weevils have 2 timeouts remaining here before half. Again, the last couple of series, the Weevils offense is starting to get on track a little bit. And after the Muleriders come up with a scoop and score, they scored 21 points there in about a minute and a half.
Without any of it really being the offense's fault, really.
All right, here we go. First and 10 for the Muleriders from their own 25-yard line. Barton, your quarterback, out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it off left side to Scales. Scales turns the quarter. He'll get it out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. Coming up to make the stop for UAM is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. So second down and 5 for the Muleriders. As they will line up not quite as quickly as they've been lining up. They shuffle in a couple of wide receivers, send twins to the right, one to the left. Barton's going to hand it off again to Scales. Scales cuts it up. He's at the 35. He'll have the first down out to the 37-yard line, their own 37. Coming up to make the stop this time for the Boll Weevils is going to be Irvin Jones. But they'll move the change with 2:25 and counting left to go in the first half, leading 24-9. Barton on first down. Weevils will show a 4-man front. He's going to keep it himself. Barton out over the 40, out to the 43-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 6 on the play and bring up second down and 4. Southern Arkansas now is going to call a timeout here with 2 minutes. So we go to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute half, no timeout call, just a 2-minute mandatory timeout. 24-9, Southern Arkansas leads it. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. We'll be back with more from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium in just a moment. Second down and 4 for the Muleriders. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Southern Arkansas leading 24-9. Barton, your quarterback. He'll work out of the shotgun. Trip receivers go wide left. Barton going to keep it himself as he faked it to Scales. He'll carry it out over the 45. They'll mark him right at the 45-yard line. That's going to be a yard shy of the first down. They'll be looking at third down and 1. They'll come quickly back to the line of scrimmage. They run a 2-minute drill the whole football game, don't they?
Yeah.
Handoff. Scales gets it left side. He's going to be hit, and it'll depend on the spot. I think he's going to have the first down. Looking at the judge sideline coming, judge coming in. Yeah, they do signal the first down with 1:37 to go.
He didn't get it by much.
Muleriders do move the chains, keep the drive alive. They've still got 1 timeout remaining. Barton, left side, hands it to Scales. Scales going to be hit and stop short of midfield. Coming up to make the stop for the Boll Weevils is Robert Iverson, a junior out of New Manchester, Georgia. A gain of only 2 on the play, so it'll be second down and 8. Main thing is it keeps
the
on
clock
the ground.
running.
Clock's running. 1:12 left to play now here in the first half. Second and 8. They got to go for a shot. Here's the shot down the field. Throw a comeback route. It is caught inside at the 30-yard line by Southern Arkansas and falling out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A nice route and a nice throw.
Really, really good. Pretty good coverage, but the throw was a lot better.
So move the chains, and they're in field goal territory now with under a minute to play. Barton wanting to throw again, looking, forced out of the pocket. He'll run, shuttle pass, going to be complete at the 29. No gain on the play. Nice defensive open field tackle by Irvin Jones to come up.
He's all over the field today. He's making all kinds of tackles.
I call it a gain of 1, so 2nd and 9, down to 30 seconds left to go. Muleriders will try to snap the football again here. Barton, play action, stepped up, in trouble, avoids a sack there, still in trouble, on his feet. He's going to run and step out of bounds up near the 30-yard line. It's going to be a loss of a couple of yards on the play, but that'll stop the clock with 17 seconds. Weevil's doing a good job with the pressure.
Tavante Bond chasing him all over the field.
They're going to mark it back at the 32-yard line, so that's where he went out of bounds first. The clock has stopped with 17 seconds. Look for him to run one more play, just try to get a little closer, and then attempt a field goal before halftime.
I think you're right.
3rd down and 13 for the Muleriders. Barton, straight drop, pressure coming. He's going to take off running. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, down to the 10, and going to be tripped up at the 9-yard line with 8 seconds to go here in the half. And Southern Arkansas is going to use a timeout. We got an injured player for the Weevils as well on that last play. But Southern Arkansas will have it 1st and goal to go at the 9-yard line. And they'll spot the football on the right hash mark as they go out and tend to the injured player for UAM. Hadn't caught a number on who it is yet. You know, even with that, with 8 seconds, they got a time to run one more quick play.
At least one more. Maybe 2 shots to the end zone if you throw it there immediately.
So that's the injured player for the Weevils is Robert Jones, the defensive back, the junior out of Redding, California. Coach Jackson and the trainers are out there checking on him. They're going to get him up on his feet, and he's going to be assisted off the field, favoring his right leg, so hopefully he'll be okay and be back in the ball game here in a little bit. Maybe it's just a stinger. Muleriders are going to go and try to run another play with 8 seconds to go before halftime. They do have a timeout, and now they'll spike the football. As they snapped it, spiked it. Not sure what that was all about.
I'm not. I really don't understand that.
Because they had lined it up with 4 receivers wide to the left. And now it will be, they can put 7 seconds. They take a second off the clock, okay? Barton will line up in the shotgun. Scales the lone setback. Weevils will show a 4-man front defensively. And now the officials are stepping in. All right, we're ready to go. Final 7 seconds of the first half. 6 seconds make it. That's what they got on the clock. All right, Barton gets the snap, looking right, throwing to the corner of the end zone. It's going to be caught, but going to be out of bounds with 2 seconds left. The receiver did make the catch, but he was out of bounds when he made the catch. And that'll stop the clock as an incomplete pass. They'll bring on the field goal unit to try to tack on 3 more here just before halftime. It'll be spotted at the 16, a 26-yard field goal attempt. He's already hit 1 this afternoon of 31 yards. And this one from the right hash mark, right-footed kicker. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗓. Snap is down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. Time will expire at the end of the first half. Our score 27-9. Southern Arkansas has the lead over the Boll Weevils. But, well, you go back and look, they put up 24 points in the first quarter.
In about 8 minutes.
And the Weevils, so, you know, UAM finally settled in. We hold them to 3 points here in the second quarter. Weevils score 9 here in the first half to make it 27-9 at halftime as both teams head toward the locker room. You know, the only bad thing is Southern Arkansas is going to get the football to start the second half.
If we could hold them and get a touchdown before they could score again, then it's back a game again.
So we'll see how everything happens. Hope you'll stay tuned. We're here live from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside Coach Sam Johnson. Join us again here on our broadcast this afternoon. Glad you're with us. Final game of the season for UAM. Muleriders still trying to stay bowl eligible and go to a postseason game. We're a couple of weeks away from starting conference basketball. That'll be December the 3rd. It'll be our first basketball broadcast. And I think we make a Tuesday and Thursday swing through Oklahoma. I think we start Southern Nazarene and then play Oklahoma Baptist on Thursday. And that, but they're playing some non-conference games. The basketball teams are, both men and women. I think women have won a couple. Men have won one, lost a couple. But we're looking for big things out of the Weevils and the Blossoms in basketball season when that does finally kick off here. And, of course, we'll be there to bring you all the conference, Great American Conference basketball action of the Weevils and the Blossoms. Stay tuned. We've got our halftime activities coming up for you as the UAM Marching Band gets set to perform before the crowd here on Senior Day. 27-9, the score here at halftime. Muleriders lead it. We'll be back in just a moment.
Fans, we now direct your attention to the 50-yard line for our game day sponsors for the Battle of the Timberlands Trophy. Representing Mid-South Seed is Michael Hyatt. Representing Ag Up Equipment is John David Herring. They are being accompanied by Assistant Athletics Director for External Affairs, Game Day Operations, and Facilities, Mark Jelks, and UAM Chancellor, Dr. Peggy Doss, who are presenting them with a commemorative football helmet for their sponsorship of today's game. We thank you for your continued support of UAM Athletics. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's halftime entertainment. Featuring the pride of Southeast Arkansas, the University of Arkansas at Monticello Boll Weevil Marching Band. The 2024 Boll Weevil Band is under the field leadership of Drum Major Noah McClay from Dumas, Arkansas. This afternoon, the UAM Marching Band reaches all the way back into the 1960s and 70s to draw inspiration for its 2024 program, Soul Fantasy. Sit back and enjoy as we present a medley of hits including Earth, Wind, and Fire's Fantasy, Get Up by James Brown, Soulfinger by the Barkleys, Hold On I'm Coming by Sam and Dave, and Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang. And now, ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Dr. Eric Richards, Director of Athletic Bands, Assistant Professor of Percussion, Dr. Stephen Busen, and field leadership of Drum Major Noah McClay, we present the pride of Southeast Arkansas, the UAM Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the UAM Division of Music would like to recognize the senior band members who over the last 4 years have contributed their time, dedication, and talent to the pride of Southeast Arkansas Marching Band. Recognizing first, Hunter Martin, music education major with an emphasis on trombone performance. Noah McClay, music education major with an emphasis on trumpet performance. Kiara Jackson, agriculture major with an emphasis on animal science. Aldo Hernandez, music education with an emphasis in trombone. Ada Mirando, psychology major. Jeremiah Hutchinson, computer information systems with an emphasis on cybersecurity. Laurel Brown, art. Mariah Ross, music performance, trombone emphasis. Jared Forrest, music education with an emphasis on trumpet. Yair Avila, music performance, bassoon emphasis. And Sally Williams, music education with an emphasis in flute. Let's give these talented musicians one last round of applause. Originally formed in the 1970s as a funk soul group and known as the New York Players, the band Cameo would have a number of songs land on the Billboard charts, both nationally and internationally throughout the decade. None of these songs would do as well as the 1986 tune, which peaked at the number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spent 3 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard R&B charts, and 1 week at number 1 on the Billboard Hot Dance Singles chart. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Cameo's Word Up. Fans, at this time, we would ask that you turn your attention to the south end zone as we honor your 2024 baseball team. as we reveal their championship rings. All right, guys, you can open your boxes on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 regular season GAC champs, 2024 GAC tournament champs, 2024 Joplin regional champs, and advancing to UAM's first ever NCAA Super Regional Championship in Warrensburg, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 UAM baseball team. Let's give your baseball team another round of applause. Fans, at this time, we would like to recognize our senior cheerleaders. First up is Carly Schreiber. Carly is graduating with a degree in biology and pre-pharmacy and plans to start her Doctor of Pharmacy degree at Harding University in June. In attendance with her today are her parents, Brand and Rebecca Schreiber. Next up is Kinsley Miller. Kinsley is graduating with a bachelor's degree in chemistry and minoring in business. She plans to work in chemical sales. In attendance with her today is her father, Greg Miller. Next is Aubrey Jackson. Aubrey is graduating with a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies and plans to get her master's degree of social work from UALR. In attendance with her today is her husband, Isaac Jackson, and her sister and former UAM cheerleader, Madison Arrington. Next we have Percy Lane Pennington. Percy is graduating with a bachelor's degree in exercise science and plans to enroll in a physical therapy assist program. In attendance with her today is her father, Kevin Pennington, sisters Peyton and Parker, grandparents Jimmy Pennington and Betty Eubanks, as well as her aunt, Elisa Ware. Next is Lexi Ruth Freeman. Lexi is graduating with a bachelor's degree in business administration with a minor in accounting. She plans to continue to work in the Ashley County Treasurer's Office. In attendance with Lexi today is her mother, Tabitha Freeman, and grandparents, Alan and Stacy Brashears. Next is Brody White. Brody is graduating with a bachelor's degree in biology and biochemistry. He plans on attending pharmacy school at Harding University in June. In attendance with him today is his mother, Tracy House, and siblings, Colton House and Taylor White. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our UAM cheerleading seniors.
Up on Arkansas Tech, 37-0. Southeastern Oklahoma State leading 6-3 over East Central at halftime. And Southwest Oklahoma State leading Northwest Oklahoma State 14-0 in the first quarter. You need to look at what's on the line here in those other games. If Henderson were to beat Ouachita, that would mean Harding would take first place out of the conference. If Ouachita wins, Ouachita will be the #1 seed coming out of the Great American Conference. So there's a lot on the line and some of those other games going on here this afternoon in the Great American Conference.
And in the ravine battle, it's truly a case of it don't matter what their records were before they got to this Saturday. I mean, it's up for grabs either way. Every year, not just every once in a while, but every year for years and years and years.
As we are at halftime here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, the Weevils trail Southern Arkansas 27-9 as both teams start to make their way out of the dressing rooms. We're just a few moments away from the start of the second half. Muleriders will get the football to start the third quarter. UAM defense, after that first 9 minutes of football, it's kind of settled in. Hopefully we can come out, and it's going to be key to getting a stop on that first possession.
And then score on our side of it, and then it's back to a real game.
So we are here at halftime. We'll take a break and come back and kind of recap the first half for you when we return in just a moment. (27-9), Southern Arkansas with a lead over the Bo Weevils as we get set, almost set for the start of the second half. Go back and recap the scoring for you. First play of the game, Weevils. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗔 Brown gets hit from the blind side, fumbled the football. It was a scoop and score for Southern Arkansas. 12 seconds gone in the first period. Muleriders were up 7-0. Next possession on the ensuing kickoff, Southern Arkansas tried to onside kick, executed it perfectly, caught in the air, and And the Muleriders got it at the 25-yard line. Took them 2 plays to go in. They were up 14-0 with just over a minute gone in the first period. Next possession, Weevils start driving the football. Started at their own 25. Got it to midfield. Fumbled the football again. And the Muleriders took advantage of that turnover to go up 21-0 with less than 4 minutes gone in the first period. By the time we had played 9 minutes of football, the Muleriders had scored 24 unanswered points. And the Weevils have tried to fight their way back in it. They outscored them 9-3 in the second period to make it 27-9 here at halftime. That's where we stand.
And came real close to having a chance before we kicked the field goal after a long pass play to maybe get another touchdown, and we just couldn't get it done. But I would say they're feeling a lot better about it than they were, like you say, after that first 9 minutes. It was pretty rough there.
Southern Arkansas will get the football to start the third period as they deferred their option to the second half, and UAM will get set to kick it off. Looks like 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠 is going to handle the kickoff duties. And he's been a pretty good weapon this year for the Weevils on kickoffs, putting about 35% of them into the end zone for touchbacks.
He's got a really strong leg. He really does.
Back deep for Southern Arkansas will be Melvin Smith. He'll be standing at his own 10-yard line awaiting the kickoff of 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠, and we're set for the third quarter. Glad you're with us here on KHBM 93.7 FM. I'm Jimmy Sledge alongside Coach Sam Johnson. As we get set, and here we go. Kickoff, this one's going to be a high end-over-end kick, and this one will hit at the 2 and bound to the end zone. They'll let it go in there for the automatic touchback. Muleriders will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25 here to start the third quarter. But, all right, Sam, we talked about it some at halftime. How important is this first possession?
It's the most important drive of possession of the game. If we can hold them and get the ball back, I believe we'll do really well on offense. If we let them hold on to the ball, we'll be in trouble.
All right, on 1st and 10 from their own 25, the quarterback for Southern Arkansas is Judd Barton, a junior. He'll work out of the shotgun. Scales going to be the setback beside him. Wanting to throw, fires complete in the flat at the 30, breaks a tackle over the 35, then pushed out of bounds up near the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 on the first play.
And it looks to me like our corners are, on one side, we're playing off of them too far. I mean, we're giving them an easy 5 yards if he can just catch it.
1st and 10, Muleriders from their own 40-yard line. Barton again, wanting to throw again. Again, this time going down the sideline, throws. It's going to be incomplete down at the Weevil 35-yard line. Had good coverage right in the face of the receiver.
Exactly. A better job by the corner that time. He didn't give him as much room and then ran with him stride for stride all through the pass and looked for the ball.
2nd down, 10 now for the Muleriders. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Twins come wide right, one goes wide left. On 2nd and 10, the running back now is Caden Roach. He'll line up on the left side of Barton, the quarterback. Weevil show a 3-man front defensively, something we hadn't seen a whole lot of this season. Handoff to Roach, trying to get to the edge. He's hit, cuts back. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Nice defensive play.
We set the edge good that time. We made him cut back inside where our help was. They've been getting outside on us. We set the perimeter really good on that big 3rd down play right here.
That was Alfrini Hankins who set the corner there. So 3rd down and a long 9 for Southern Arkansas here on their first possession of the second half, leading 27-9. They'll change the play at the line of scrimmage, go with trip receivers wide to the left. One comes wide right. Barton calling for the snap, gets it, wanting to throw. Now he's a quarterback draw. He'll take off straight ahead, and he's going to be hit at the 43-yard line and stopped there. It'll be 4th down for Southern Arkansas, and coming up to make the stop for the Bo Weevils, Robert Iverson, the junior out of New Manchester, Georgia.
Just what we were looking for out of our defense. We held them, going to get the ball back. Should be in fairly good field position to start the drive. Really good defensive stand there.
Royale Williams will go back deep for the Weevils. He'll stand at his own 20, awaiting the punt. As everybody's set, Weevils try to set up the return. It's off the side of his foot. It's going to be a short punt. It'll hit it to 30, take a short mule rider bounce inside the 25, and finally roll out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it at. It's going to be down close to the 20-yard line. Looks like where they're going to mark it out. So maybe the 21.
That's just like kicking it into the end zone, technically, really. So
we get it at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Weevils. When play resumes, an official timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. 13:06 left to play in the third quarter. Just underway, second half. 27-9. The Muleriders with the lead. So here we go. Now the Weevil defense comes out, gets a stop. Time for the Weevil offense to make something happen here this afternoon. And 20. Wow. Ready score 20-20 with 5:43 left to play. Okay. That's Washita and Henderson. All tied at 20-20. 5:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. All right. Both teams come back out onto the field. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅, Brown, your quarterback. Glenn Cage will start as the running back here in the second half at the tailback spot. Muleriders come out in a 4-man front. Saw a 3-man front most of the time out of them in the first half. Going to hand it off to Cage, right side. Got a big hole over the 25. Nice gain out to the 27-yard line.
Ever since we put him in the game at running back, our running game has really come alive. He runs hard.
It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Weevils. Weevils go with a hard snap count, then they change the play as they look into the sideline. Cage Middleton signaling the play in from the booth upstairs. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍, play action, throws a screen, complete, out over the 25, breaks the tackle, going to get it out close to the first down marker at the 30-yard line. As making the catch out there for the Weevils is going to be Isaiah Cross. They'll spot it just shy of the first down mark. It'll be less than the length of a football.
Isaiah almost pulled out of that tackle, too.
3rd down and less than a yard for the Weevils here on their first possession of the second half, trailing 27-9. Ball spotted just inside their own 30. Lupe will line up at the tight end, the H-back here on the wide side of the field. They're going to run right behind him. Brown breaks a tackle. He's got the first down, still on his feet at the 35, the 40, 45, midfield, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside Mulerider territory. They're going to mark him out at the 49-yard line of UAM, say where he stepped out of bounds.
Still an excellent play on 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝒠's part, and he's letting them know about it, too. He's doing a little jawing at the corner on this side.
1st and 10, Weevils from their own 49-yard line as they'll send Dansby and Cross wide to the right. Coming wide to the left is Juwan Turner on 1st down. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝒠 looks over the defense, gets the snap, going to hand it to Cage. Nope, keeps it himself on a quarterback keeper. He'll cross midfield and get it down close to the 46-yard line of Southern Arkansas. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play.
I'm like you. I thought Cross had it. And if he'd have given it to him, he might still be running.
He pulled it out at the last second. 2nd down and 5 now for the Boll Weevils from the 46 of Southern Arkansas. At running back now for UAM, looks like Joshua Dixon's in it. No, that's going to be Cage. Glenn Cage, number 37. Weevils get the play signaled in. On 2nd and 5, Muleriders back into a 3-man front. Brown's going to keep it himself, cuts it up. 1st down and more inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line of Southern Arkansas. Make it the 38, and 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝒠 a little slow in getting up.
And his teammates are not liking the fact that SAU, when they're making the tackle, they're adding a little knee or elbow right at the very end. His offensive line was not very happy about that.
1st and 10, Bo Weevils at the 38 of Southern Arkansas. Weevils trail 27-9. They'll leave Lupe, the tight end, in. He'll line up on the left side. That'll be the short side as the ball on the left hash mark. On 1st and 10, 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 hands it off to Cage. Glenn does a spin move inside the 35, down to the 31-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of almost 8 on the play. And Weevil again keeping it on the ground.
And we're starting to wear them down a little bit. Our linemen are coming off the ball hard. We're getting really, really good blocking.
Gain of 6 is what they call it on the play as they mark it back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd down and the long 4 for the Weevils here. So they're moving from right to left here in this 3rd period. Brown's going to keep it himself, cuts to the outside, 30 at the 25, going to step out of bounds, down inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. That'll be another 1st down for the Bo Weevils as we'll move the chains, and UAM doing just what they needed to do, and that's just march down the field.
We're finding a lot of success with 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 keeping it. He's getting outside, and he's pretty fast if he can get to the outside.
So on 1st and 10, they mark it just inside the 25-yard line at the 24. 1st and 10, Weevils. Again, they take plenty of time getting the play in. Play clock down to 10. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 gets the snap. Wanting to throw, looking, steps up, now in trouble, going to be hit, and he'll get back almost to the line of scrimmage. But again, as we've seen all afternoon, receivers just can't get open.
Exactly. Their secondary is pretty good in coverage.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for UAM. Ball spotted now at the 25 of Southern Arkansas. So Isaiah Cross will come wide to the left. Dansby goes wide to the right. On 2nd down and 10 from the 25 of Southern Arkansas. Go with 2 tight ends in the ball game now for the Weevils as it'll be Keaton McIntosh lined up on the line of scrimmage. Now they move Lupe to the right side. Now the Weevils going to have to call a timeout. 7:39 to play in the 3rd quarter. It is 27-9. Muleriders have the lead. Weevils on the move, though, here in the 3rd period. We'll come back right after this timeout. Down and 10 for the Bo Weevils. Ball spotted at the Mulerider 25-yard line, trailing 27-9. Weevils need points this trip down the field. Handoff to Cage. Glenn looking for a hole. He'll get it inside the 25 to the 24. Not much there as the Mulerider defense strung it out and allowed that support to come in from the inside outside.
I don't mean to be critical of the play calling, but the formation pretty much didn't allow us to do anything but run the ball that time.
It'll be 3rd down and long for the Bo Weevils. Ball spotted at the Mulerider 24-yard line. 3rd down and 10. We'll go with trip receivers wide to the right. Ball on the left hash mark for 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 and Brown and the UAM offense. 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 straight drop. They rush 4. Forced out of the pocket. He'll run to his right. Got some green grass in front of him. He's at the 20. Cuts back to the left. He's at the 15. Down inside the 15. Dives, and he'll be down around the 11-yard line. You know, and that's the 𝗗𝗦𝗢 Brown we're used to seeing from years back.
I was going to say, that's pretty much all on 𝗗𝗦𝗢. You let him get a little space, and you're in trouble.
1st and 10, Weevils. They spot it at the 12-yard line, make it the 11-yard line of Southern Arkansas. We can pick up a first down. 𝗗𝗦𝗢's going to hand it off straight ahead to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗡. Not much there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard gain, and that's all. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Muleriders, big number 50. Yeah, it's Elvin Calhoun, 6 foot, 310-pound senior.
Pretty good load right there.
A gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 now for the Weevils. Ball spotted right at the 11-yard line. 𝗗𝗦𝗢 looks back into the sideline. They'll get the play called in again. Ladarius Fair split wide left. Isaiah Cross and Dansby out wide to the right. 𝗗𝗦𝗢, quarterback draw straight ahead at the 5 to the end zone, touchdown. 𝗗𝗦𝗢, a design quarterback draw, goes right up the middle, and wait a minute.
They're calling him short of the line of scrimmage. They're marking him just
at the 1, say his knee touched before he crossed the goal line. Oh, my. All right. I thought he crossed the plane before his knee went down.
Me too.
From our view.
Exactly.
So it'll be 1st and goal to go for UAM. Ball spotted just outside the goal line. They go with the 2 tight ends again. McIntosh and Lupe line up on the right side. Weevil's going to run straight ahead. 𝗗𝗦𝗢 dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Weevils. 𝗗𝗦𝗢 Brown from 1 yard out caps off an 80-yard drive.
I was just fixing to say that's an 80-yard possession there. Really good running, good blocking, and a lot of it is on the shoulders of number 3.
𝗗𝗦𝗢 Brown.
He's a pretty good player.
27-15. Weevils down by 12. They'll go for the extra point here to try to pull to within 11. 𝗗𝗜𝗓 missed one earlier today. This one's on the way, and it is good. 27-16. Muleriders still lead. We're back with more in just a moment. Battle of the Ravine. Ouachita Baptist has now taken a 27-20 lead. We are here in the 3rd quarter at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Weevils have just scored to pull to within 11. So some great football being played in the Great American Conference. Yeah, there we go. 27-20. OBU, a minute 54 left to play. In the Battle of the Ravine. Here in the Battle of the Timberlands, we've got an 11-point ball game. Weevils just drove 80 yards. 𝗗𝗦𝗢 Brown from 1 yard out got the touchdown. 𝗗𝗜𝗓 added the extra point. 𝗗𝗜𝗓 will kick it off again. We'll kick it deep. And again, this one is going to go and be fielded at the 1 and returned up to the 5, the 10. Got a full head of steam to the 15. Breaks a tackle at the 20, out to the 25. And finally going to be brought down and wrestled down at the 27-yard line. As on the return for Southern Arkansas was Melvin Smith. The Weevils defense last series Southern Arkansas picked up a first down, but then they held, forced them to punt it, and the Weevils go 80 yards.
Looked like Irvin Jones.
That's right. Get your mic up there.
Looked like Irvin Jones may have got hurt on the kickoff, though. That won't be good for the defense.
That's the defense. All right, 1st and 10, Mule Riders. They'll spot it at their own 27-yard line. Judd Barton, your quarterback, out of the shotgun. Trip receivers come wide right. Roach going to be the setback. Now that's number 5. That is Scales. Scales turns the corner. He's out to the 30. And that's about all he's going to get. So a gain of about 4, make it to 31-yard line. Getting up off the bottom of the pile. A little slow for the Weevils. Big number 91, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥. 2nd down and 6. A gain of 4 on that last play. They'll snap it quickly. Again, hand it off to Scales. This time to the left side. He's got over the 35 or right at the 35. And he'll be finally wrestled down there. But I'm seeing a lot of Weevils fly to the football defensively.
A lot of them. And they're not being able to get outside. Big 3rd down play right here.
3rd down and 2 for the Mule Riders. They snap it quickly straight ahead to Scales. Scales pushes the pile forward, and he'll have the 1st down by a yard, and then he's driven backwards. And they're going to spot him out near the 39-yard line, just shy of the 39. They'll move the chains, make it to 38-yard line where they spot it. 1st and 10, Mule Riders. Defense held them right here at this spot last time.
I might have had them measure that.
On 1st and 10, Barton looks over the defense. Weevils have 8 men in the box. They're going to hand it off to Scales again, looking for a hole. He finally finds a seam across the 45, midfield into Weevil territory, down to the 44-yard line.
Scales is a pretty hard runner.
He's listed at 5'10", a 200-pound senior.
We got a flag.
That's back at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring it back. It's going to be a holding call, I believe, against Southern Arkansas. Holding against the offense. Big break for the UAM defense.
That had a lot to do with him getting outside,
You're right.
didn't it?
3:03 to play in the 3rd quarter. Weevils trail 27-16. If you go back and look, we've outscored them 16-3 after they jumped out to a 24-0 lead.
We need to make that penalty hurt here, too. We need to stop them on 1st down play.
1st and 20 for the Mule Riders. Handoff straight ahead to that's going to be Roach. He's in the open at the 45, midfield to the 40. That's a foot race to the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Southern Arkansas. A 70-yard run by Caden Roach. Just straight up head and straight up the middle.
I think it was basically the same play right before it that they got the penalty on. He just cut it inside rather than outside, and it was, like you say, a foot race, and he won.
33-16. Mule Riders go ahead. Their first touchdown of the 2nd half since the 1st quarter. Their first touchdown.
That's a backbreaker right there, too.
As on to attempt the extra point will be 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏. The holder is Adam Parker. They've been perfect on the afternoon. 2 field goals, 4 extra points, make it 5 extra points, as that one is good. 34-16. Southern Arkansas leads it. 2:42 to play in the 3rd period. We're back in just a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Arkansas extends their lead back. Has a 70-yard run by the running back, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. As the Muleriders get set to kick it off. They're going to high sky kick. Fair catch going to be called for by the Weevils at the 25-yard line. And the fair catch called, made by Lawan Powell. And now a late hit, and we've got a flag comes in at the end of the play. We're going to tack on some yardage at the end of the play.
I think one of the Mule Rider kids, he was jawing with one of the Weevils, and then he swung at him.
Personal foul against the Mule Riders, unsportsmanlike conduct. So we'll add 15 yards onto the end of the play, and the Weevils are going to get it out close to the 40-yard line.
I don't think he made contact with him, but he swung at him, which is just as good if the referee's looking at you.
And he was. 2:42 to play in the third quarter. They'll tack on 15 yards. Weevil's going to get it 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Trailing by 18 points, 34-16. And now the Weevil offense will come onto the field. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 Brown stays at quarterback. Isaiah Cross and Mansfield will split wide to the right. As the Weevils here in this third quarter moving from south to north here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. On 1st and 10, 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗏 gets the snap. Going to leave it with Glenn Cage. Cage stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there as he's driven backwards. You know, that time they had a 4-man front. The run was just not there.
And that's the play we've ran several times on 1st down. I believe they was waiting on it that time.
Actually, a loss of about a half a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 11 for the Weevils. Brown wanting to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Fires across the middle of the field. It's going to be incomplete down at the 47-yard line of Southern Arkansas. A nice defensive play to come up. Isaiah Cross was the intended target. Defending on the play there was Jalen Blackston. But he just made a nice defensive play.
He took a pretty good shot, but still, it's like we say, Isaiah had his hands on it. You know, you want him to catch that if he can get his hands on it.
3rd down and 11 for the Weevils. 3-man front defensively for Southern Arkansas. Look like they're going to drop 8 back in coverage as the Weevils look at the defense, change the play now. They'll move Cage over on the left side. Play clock down to 5. Brown gets the snap. Having time, now forced out of the pocket, rolling to his left, looking, throws deep down the field, going to throw it out of bounds. Royale Williams was the intended target. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be incomplete, bring up a 4th down and 11. Weevil's going to have to punt it away. With 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter, trailing 34-16.
That's awful quick to have to turn around and give it back to them.
Final score from the Battle of the Ravine. Ouachita Baptist holds on and beats Henderson 27-20. Final score there. Look like Harding going to go on to win their ball game. They're up 43-7 over Arkansas Tech at halftime. All right, Weevils will try to punt it and hopefully get the ball back here. No pressure. Punt is short. Hits at the 35, takes a Weevil bounce inside the 30 to the 25, down to the 23-yard line, and that's where the Mule Riders will have it 1st and 10. So a 40-yard punt, no return. The Mule Riders have it 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard lines where they're going to walk the football. 34-16. It was 27-9 at halftime. So both teams have scored a touchdown here in the second half. Weevil defense needs to make a stand here. Barton, your quarterback for the Mule Riders. Gets the snap, he'll hand it off. Roach left side, trying to find some running room. Nothing there, and they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Everything was bottled up there on the short side of the field. He had nowhere to go. Going to give him a nice, generous spot of about a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Mule Riders. Again, This time they're wanting to throw. Barton rolling, throws complete, short gainer out to the 30 or 24-yard line. Making the catch there is number 40. It's Patrick Sixby, the tight end.
Taylor Collins on the tackle for the Weevils.
It's only a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 8. So another 3rd down and long. Under a minute left to play in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and a long 8 for the Muleriders from their own 24-yard line as they lead it 34-16. They'll send Roach in motion, overload that side with 4 wide receivers to the wide side of the field. Barton looking to his left, fires complete out over the 30, going to be at the 1st down marker as he'll get it by a yard. Making the catch, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗓 will make the catch for Southern Arkansas, and boy, they convert on a 3rd and long.
We had them, it seemed like.
They'll quickly come back to the line of scrimmage and go right back at it in the up-tempo. Barton calling for the snap. Quick pitch comes out to Roach, tries to get outside. He's caught at the 35-yard line.
That's Irvin Jones back in the game.
He makes the stop on him after a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. We've been doing the jobs on 1st and 2nd down. It's the 3rd down. We're having trouble getting off the field.
We can't quite get it taken care of on 3rd down. And we've been holding them. I mean, it's not like a yard or two. It's 3rd and 8, and we still can't get off the field.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. It is 34-16. The Muleriders have the lead over the Weevils here in the Battle of the Timberlands. We've got the final 15 minutes coming your way right after this timeout. Second down and 9 for Southern Arkansas. He'll hand off to Roach. He's out over the 25, make it to 35, out to the 38-yard line. We're going to bring up a 3rd and long, which is a flag came in late at the end of the play. I believe I saw a flag.
Maybe face mask.
They're going to spot the football. Nope, they pick up the flag. Yep, mark off the penalty against the Weevils. A 15-yard penalty against UAM. Going to put it in Weevil territory down to the 47-yard line. The face mask was the call. Just underway to start the 4th quarter. 34-16, Muleriders with the lead over the Weevils. And the Muleriders have the football 1st and 10 at the Weevil 47. Barton calling for the snap, wanting to throw, fires it out in the flat. It's going to be complete at the line of scrimmage. There'll be a short gain down close to the 45-yard line. As making the catch out there is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗓 coming up to make the stop for the Weevils.
Taylor Collins.
Yeah, Collins doing a good job, keeping him to only a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for Southern Arkansas. Ball spotted right at the Weevil 45. Twin receivers to either side now for Barton. Roach will stay in at the running back spot. On 2nd and 8. Barton hands it off to Roach. Roach trying to bounce it outside, gets hit, and only a gain of 1. Nice play coming up there by Irvin Jones. Boy, you missed him. We missed him that one play when they ran a 70-yard run.
Exactly.
But since then, he's been all over it.
I can't wait to see how many tackles. I bet he's getting close to double-digit tackles today.
3rd and long once again for the Muleriders. It'll be 3rd down and 7. They'll send triple receivers wide to the right. One comes wide to the left. Ball spotted at the Weevil 44. Barton calling for the snap, gets it, hands it off to Roach straight ahead. Here he goes, off to the races again at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Going to be just shy of the goal line as he's finally wrestled down from behind at the 1-yard line. That's almost the same play we saw earlier. Just straight ahead, and Roach breaks it, and he's got some speed.
Exactly. He hits the hole real good, and then he turns it on after that.
First and goal to goal, Muleriders with 12:50 to play. Here in the fourth quarter, quarterback Barton's going to keep it himself. He's into the end zone from 1 yard out. Touchdown, Muleriders. And that'll push it to 40-16 with 12:43 left to play in the ball game. And the extra point coming now from the Muleriders.
The Riders may have the, not just because they're breaking long runs, but they may have the best running game that I've seen during the year. I mean, with the possible exception of Harding.
Yeah. Definitely. The extra point coming from 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. He's been perfect on the afternoon. Here we go with the snap. It's a bad snap. They get it down. The kick's on its way, and it's good. Good job by the holder to get the snap down. 12:43 to play in the game. Muleriders extend their lead 41-16. We'll be back with more UAM football in just a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UAM Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Together here in the third quarter.
They have some good, they've got a couple of good backs, but they also got 5 guys up there on that line of scrimmage that are really, they come off that ball hard, and they put a little size on you, and pounding like that all the game, that just kind of wears you out.
Muleriders will kick it off, leading 41-16. There'll be a high pooch kick. This is a short one. And it's going to be finally picked up at the 15-yard line. Return. Now they say a fair catch was called for. All right. At the 15-yard line. That's where the Weevils will take over.
I didn't think he could, after he'd signaled, I didn't think the guy that recovered it could run with it. So
there was a fair catch called for by one of the upbacks.
And it went over his head, and he couldn't catch it, so.
All right, 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line now for the Boll Weevils. Down 41-16, 12:40 left to play here in the contest. Glenn Cage stays in at the running back spot. 𝗗𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗂 Brown, your quarterback. Weevils moving from north to south here in this fourth quarter. The shade of the press box covering a lot of the field down on that end. Brown wanting to throw. Stands back there, he's in trouble. And throws it away. Does a good job getting rid of it. Almost took the sack back inside the 5.
Fighting for his life pretty much on that play. Again, the secondary for the Riders is really tough. We just can't get open.
2nd down, 10 now for UAM. They'll go with triple receivers wide to the right. One goes wide to the left. That's Ladarius Ferris, bit wide left. Trips come wide to the right. Got Royale Williams, Isaiah Cross, and Mansfield split here to the wide side of the field. on 2nd and 10. Muleriders with a 4-man front. They're going to hand it off to Cage. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a yard loss back at the 14-yard line. He had nowhere to go.
No real estate open at all.
The Muleriders are shifting from a 3-man front to a 4-man front, and it's kind of, I think, confusing the offensive line a little bit.
I think you're right.
We had it figured out, I thought, at one time. But here, as of late, have not. 3rd down and 11 now for the Boll Weevils. Brown, straight drop. They rush 3. Brown in trouble, avoids the sack there. Now Steele throws it short down the field. Going to be incomplete. Out near the 30-yard line. Cage had come out of the backfield. He was down there but 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏, by the time he looked up, he was running for his life.
And every play he's looking at 8 back there, and it's got to be in his mind, okay, now, where is there going to be any receiver that can get open with 8 of them defending?
Bring up a 4th down. Weevils will have to punt as they'll stand at the goal line when they get the snap. So the Muleriders ought to get great field position out of this. As back deep for the Muleriders, look like Zay Woods. Short spiraling kick, hit it midfield, take a Weevil bounce inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. That's where they'll have it.
We got a flag thrown from way back in where the SAU return guy was. He threw it a long way.
That's a 47-yard punt, but let's see what the flag is all about. No return on the punt on the play. Maybe an illegal block on the return team. It looks like they're going to mark it off against Southern Arkansas. There we go. Holding. So they'll mark 10 yards off at the end of the play.
That amounts to it being an illegal block, too.
Yeah, you're right. 47-yard punt, though. No return and mark off 10 yards. We'll net 57 yards on it.
He probably wasn't holding. He probably doing a little holding and a little pushing all at the same time.
They'll mark it back at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Muleriders. They lead 41-16 with 11:36 to go here in the 4th quarter. Barton, your quarterback. Play action. Throws. Bubble screen. Going to be complete. Out over the 30. Out over the 40. Out close to the 45-yard line before he's finally bumped out of bounds. And making the catch there was Matthew Witten. He lined up as the flanker. There's a flag back at the 35-yard line, however. Let's see. They're going to bring it back. Going to be a holding call. Yep. Against Southern Arkansas. So replay 1st down. Mark it from the line of scrimmage. It'll be 1st and 20. For the Muleriders. 2 penalties, and instead of getting the ball up at the 37, now they're back at the 24-yard line. So
I think they're saying it was a spot foul, too.
Foul. So it'll bring up a 1st and about 14. Barton hands it off. That's going to be Roach. Roach picking his way through the line. He'll carry out over the 25, out to the 29-yard line. And now a late flag comes in. A little extracurricular activities going on down the field.
This one might go against the Weevils. I think they may have caught the second guy this time, and I think the second guy had a green shirt on. Maybe not, but.
It was way away from the football. It's a good 10 yards, 8 yards down the field from where the play ended. Let's see. We've got 11:04 to play in the ball game. Again, it was 27-9 at halftime. Weevils came back, scored the first touchdown of the second half. They're going to wave the flag off, say nothing there. Okay, we'll take that. Weevils made it 27-16, but since then, the Muleriders have scored 14 unanswered to go up 41-16. They'll leave it right there. It'll be 2nd down and 7 now for the Muleriders. Barton gets the snap, hands it off again. That's going to be Roach straight ahead. No, that's number 5. That's Scales. Scales goes across the 35, over the 40. He'll have the 1st down. As they'll mark him right at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Muleriders. They'll move the chains. Again, they stay in the up-tempo, snap it. Want to throw a pass, complete, out over the 45 to the 46. As there's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 to make the catch. That'll be good for 6, make it 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3 now. And with the Muleriders staying up-tempo, it's hard for UAM to substitute anybody defensively.
Exactly.
On 2nd down and 3, handoff ahead, goes to Scales. Scales 1st down as he carries into Weevil territory down to the 46-yard line. And now you go back and look, not being able to substitute on defense, it's starting to wear down on that defensive front.
And SAU's not only got one back, they got 2 really good running backs, and they're just taking turns.
On 1st and 10, Barton hands off again to Scales. Scales trying to stretch it out toward the sideline across the 40, inside the 40 to the 37-yard line before he's finally brought down. A gain of 8 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 2 now. As we go under 9.5 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter, Muleriders leading 41-16. The Muleriders on the move. On 2nd and 2. Barton wanting to throw. Fires down the field. Has a man open at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Muleriders. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 on the receiving end of the pass. He'll get into the end zone for the score, and the Muleriders go up 47-16.
Those 2 running backs they've got, plus Williams as a receiver, and their quarterback's pretty good. They got a lot of good skill folks to go along with that big humongous line they got.
Line.
Those are some big cats up there on that line.
All right, Daniel 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍, he's been perfect on the afternoon. Hadn't missed a field goal or an extra point today. He'll come on, try to attack one more on here. They get the snap down. Kick is blocked at the line of scrimmage. And still on the ground, finally picked up. Returned back out over the 21-yard line, and that's as far as the Weevils can get it. But I believe the man that recovered the fumble was one that blocked it, number 38 for UAM, 𝗗𝗓𝗏𝗂𝒃𝗏.
I think you're right. I think he got it and recovered it. And he was trying to get loose for those 2 points that he could have got if he'd returned it all the way.
So it'll be 47-16. Muleriders with the lead over the Boll Weevils. We've got 9:11 left to play in the game. We're back in just a moment.
Are you looking for a great school with affordable tuition? UA Monticello is the best choice in Arkansas. We offer over 700 privately funded scholarships each semester, and 96% of first-year students receive financial aid. So there's no reason not to apply. With one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, we make your degree affordable. Come tour our beautiful campus or sit down with one of our admissions counselors who would love to answer any questions you might have.
Muleriders will kick it off. It's fielded by Turner. He'll hand it off to Dansby. Dansby across out over the 20, 25, 30, out over the 40, midfield, and going to be inside Mulerider territory on a great return. And when he kicked it off, we were still in the commercial break, and I was holding my hands up. Why is he running it 3 yards out of the end zone?
But it turns out to be the best play of the game. Best play of the game. I was like you. Oh, my gosh, why is he coming out of there with that?
That was Anthony Dansby on the return. I believe he's shaking up a little bit as the trainers are going to go out and check on him. Weevils will have it 1st and 10 at the Mulerider 48-yard line. As Dansby going to come off the field under his own power, holding his left shoulder. That's number 81. I'm sorry, that's not Dansby. That's going to be Akron Hazley.
Showed a little speed on that reverse.
First and 10, Weevils at the Muleriders 48-yard line. Trailing 47-16. Weevils got a lot of work to do with just under 9 minutes left to play in the ball game. Muleriders go back to a 4-man front defensively on this series. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 wanting to throw, wanting to go deep down the right sideline from Mansfield, throws it up. It's going to be intercepted but out of bounds. Ball carried out of bounds. Good thing for the Weevils as the defender was right there in the hip pocket of the intended receiver, Mansfield. All right, second down and 10. Clock will stop with 8:49 to play. The Weevil offense back up on the line. Now they check the playoff. Isaiah Cross. Jordan Mansfield split wide to the right. Turner goes wide to the left. Lupe will line up as the H-back here on the wide side. Going to be 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 Brown on the keeper. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 inside the 45, the 40, to the 30, and going to be down at the 29-yard line. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 Brown on his feet. And we didn't get any stats at halftime, but I'm going to say he's pushing 100 yards on the afternoon.
I was just fixing to say, I think he's over 100. He's made 3 or 4 long runs of 15 or more for sure.
First and 10, Weevils. They'll mark it at the 29-yard line of Southern Arkansas. Muleriders stay at a 4-man front. Basically, same offensive set. Lupe wide or the H-back to the right, twin receivers to the right. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 wanting to throw, going to the end zone, going to overthrow. That was Dansby, the intended receiver, Anthony Dansby.
Looked like Dansby had the guy beat, too. I mean, that was going to be a hard placement to get it in there, though.
So it'll bring up second and 10 now from the 29-yard line of Southern Arkansas. Weevils, 8 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter, trailing 47-16. As they check off the play once again. Darius Fairs lined up on the left side. Twins come to the right. Brown's going to keep it himself. Sidestep one man at the 30 to the 25. He'll be tripped up inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. We'll move the chains. It'll be another first down.
That's the one player we've had all day that SAU hasn't had an answer for. When he starts ready to run, he's making yards.
First and 10, Weevils at the 19 now of Southern Arkansas. The Muleriders stay in a 4-man front. You've got Glenn Cage in at running back. He'll line up on the right side of 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 Brown. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓 wanting to throw. Comeback route for Ladarius Fair. A lot of contact. There's nothing called. Ladarius wanting a flag over there. It looked like a holding.
Oh, my gosh. He drug him to the ground. I mean, he had him by the arms and threw him to the ground.
And it was a designed comeback route, but he couldn't come back.
Exactly. They weren't going to let him come back. They threw him to the ground. I hate to fuss with the referees because I used to be one, but that's a pretty bad no call there, I think.
Second down, 10 for the Weevils, now from the 19. They leave Ladarius Fair split wide to the left. Dansby comes wide to the right. Go with the 2 tight ends to the right side. Going to hand it off to Cage. Cage runs left. He's going to get it to the 15-yard line. Maybe still on his feet, pushing forward to about the 13. As Glenn Cage on the carry. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the play. And make it second down and 4. Or third down and 4, my apologies. 3rd and 4 for the Weevils. Again, the Weevils check off the play. 6:41 left to go here in the fourth period. 47-16. Muleriders with the lead. Weevils trying to punch one in here late in the game. 𝗗𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓's going to keep it himself. Runs into a crowd. He's at the 10. He'll get it down close to the 9-yard line. But that'll be enough for a first down. And the Weevils will have it 1st and goal to go just inside the 9.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, he's a tough runner.
Yeah, he is.
He's really tough.
6-year senior, had a redshirt year, had a COVID year, has hung around, and still playing football. But this is a final game on the collegiate level for 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏. Coach Jackson and him were really close. On 1st and goal, 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 wanting to throw, looking, fires a skinny post route, going to be off the hands of Dansby, tipped up in the air. I thought it was going to be intercepted.
I thought it was intercepted.
That went off the hands of Dansby. But boy, it was a rocket.
He threw it, yeah, he did. He threw it really hard. You're correct.
That'll stop the clock with 5:42 remaining. Weevils back to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal from the 9. Now they check off the play again as they look over the defense. Tight end shifts to the wide side on the right. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 hands it off to Cage. Glenn Cage bulls his way inside close to the 5-yard line. He'll get it down close to the 4 where they'll mark him. And the Weevils will be looking at 3rd down and goal from about the 4-yard line. So a gain of almost 5 there by Glenn Cage, the running back. So 3rd down and goal from the 4. Cage stays in at the running back spot. Twin receivers come wide right, one goes wide left. They're on the south end zone. The shades from the trees now here that surround Convoy Leslie have got the end zone shaded. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 going to keep it himself. Hurdles to the 2, still pushing the Powell. He's going to be into the end zone, touchdown. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 Brown from 4 yards out will make it 47-22. And the Weevils going to leave the offense out there and go for 2, it looks like.
About half the PAT team was running out there. The coach waved him off and said, nope, just stay over here.
Yeah, it's going to go for 2. They're going to put the ball on the left hash mark. So that means the wide side of the field will be to the right. We'll see Royale Williams, Isaiah Cross, and Dansby, Jordan Dansby come split wide. Anthony Dansby split wide to the right. Brown rolling to his right. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 looking, fires. It's going to be intercepted at the goal line. They can't run it, or he fell down, so it'll be intercepted. 2-point conversion's no good. 47-22. Southern Arkansas leads it. 4:55 to play in the game. We're back with more UAM football in just a moment. (47-22), the Weevils still trail, but with that touchdown by 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 Brown, he breaks the school rushing record for rushing touchdowns. How about that?
That's great. That's pretty big deal there.
Weevils get set to kick it off with 4:55 remaining in the ball game. 𝗗𝗜𝗏 approaches the football. They're going to onside kick it. Muleriders are going to fall on it at the Weevil 47-yard line. Muleriders will get it with the short field to work with here with 4:55 left to play in the 4th quarter. And you got to go out there and look. That the defensive 8, usually UAM rotates 4 on the front 4. So you got 8 men up there, but nobody's getting to rotate in and out. You have to play a whole series.
Exactly.
Because
exactly. You can't get off the field in time.
Southern Arkansas runs that up-tempo offense. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Muleriders from the 47 of UAM. They will leave the quarterback in at Judd Barton. This time they'll round up 2 running backs beside him. They're going to throw the football. It's complete at the Weevil 45 and bumped out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Making the catch over there, Devon McDonald, his first catch of the afternoon for the Muleriders.
47 points doesn't seem to be enough for the Riders. They're continuing to throw it.
A gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 now for Southern Arkansas. Clock continues to run with 4:29 remaining. They'll send twin receivers wide left. One goes wide right. Again, twin backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it off. That's going to be to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗓, and he's met. And it's going to be a loss of a couple of yards on the play.
I think 𝗗𝗏𝗏 Powell, number 31, got there first.
Well, he's played a good game this afternoon as well. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9 now for Southern Arkansas. Ball spotted at the Weevil 46-yard line. We go under 4 minutes left to play in the game. Muleriders leading 47-22. Barton, your quarterback for the Muleriders. They'll check it off, look into the sideline. The running back is Caden Roach. On 3rd and 9. He throws complete sideline at the 40. Got to be short of the 1st down, right at the 40-yard line. Needed to get to the 37 for the 1st down. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 2. A 4th down and, yeah, they mark it right at the 39. So it'll be 4th down and 2 for Southern Arkansas. They're going to leave the offense out there and go for it. We're down to 3:10 left to play. Muleriders leading 47-22. They go for it on 4th down and 2 from the Weevil 39. Unless they try to draw them off sides and then punt it away, we'll see. They check off the play. Barton calling for the snap. He'll get it. He'll keep it himself. Sidesteps 1. Got the 1st down into the secondary. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Oh, my goodness. On a 4th and 2, Weevils had some pressure coming up the middle. That guy missed him, and then he was in the secondary with nobody there.
That's, I think, the 4th long touchdown run they've had. I mean, they've busted the line of scrimmage, and when they did, there's nothing but grass in front of it.
Nobody on the 2nd level. Wow. 53-22, Muleriders extend their lead once again with 2:41 remaining here in the contest here at Convoy Leslie. The extra point coming from 𝗗𝗜𝗏𝗧. Let's make that 𝗗𝗏𝗏 is the kicker. The snap down, kick on the way, and it is good. 54-22, Muleriders lead it. We're back here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium right after this timeout. One more score. It's 54-22 now. 2:41 remaining here in the 4th quarter. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 Brown with the afternoon he's had set the all-time school record for rushing touchdowns here on the afternoon. This kickoff's going to be fielded at the 3 by Turner. He slips down and will fall at the 5-yard line. Well, Weevils will get it 1st and 10 at their own 5.
When it rained, we've had some good spots.
Good moments.
But when it's rained, it's really rained hard.
And the Weevils will have it 95 yards away from pay dirt. Weevils have 2 timeouts they can work with. Muleriders have all 3 remaining. Let's see. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 will stay in at quarterback. We're going to put Turner in at the running back, it looks like. Number 6 for the Weevils. Yep. That's A.J. Bullock. I'm sorry. A.J. going to get to see his first duties at running back this afternoon. On 1st and 10 from their own 5, 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 is going to blow it dead. Going to have a false start on the offense against UAM. So we'll back them up half the distance to the goal. You know, you go back and look at this season, the Weevils won their first 2, had a slump there, and came off a big win and go to a big loss. It's just been an up and down roller coaster season. They're going to finish the season now at 5 and 6. Is that right? Yeah. Is that right? 4 and 7. Handoff comes over the right side to make that's Brown with the carry, and 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 gets out to the 10. They'll gain 7 on the play, but still bring up a 2nd down and long for the Weevil. We'll call it 2nd down and 6.
I think 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 is looking for a penalty for hitting him in the head. On that tackle was kind of a clothesline job.
Clock will run, 2:05 left to go. Clock continues to run. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 and your quarterback, 𝗗𝗏𝗏 now back in at the running back spot, and we've got an official timeout called on the field. 2-minute warning before the end of the game. All right, 54-22. Southern Arkansas with the lead over the Boll Weevils. We've got the final 2 minutes coming up here, the final game of the season, right after this timeout. On 2nd down and 6, 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 will hand it off. That's Cage. 𝗗𝗏𝗏 carries out over the 10, out close to the 13-yard line. He'll be well short of the 1st down. And going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 now for the Weevils as we go under 1:45 left to play in this ball game. Southern Arkansas leading 54-22. From their own 13-yard line, 𝗗𝗦𝗏𝗏 looks over the defense. Muleriders back in a 3-man front. They're going to keep 8 back, not let anybody get deep on them.
Exactly. The whole game.
On 3rd and 3. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 gets the snap, wanting to throw. Pressure coming. He's in trouble. He's going to be sacked back at the 6-yard line. Make it the 7-yard line. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏 will go down for the 4th time, I believe, this afternoon.
His backside tackle got beat almost at the snap. He didn't have a chance.
And that'll bring up a 4th down. The loss is going to be back at the 13-yard line. So 4th down and 8. Weevils are going to leave the offense out there and go for it with less than a minute to go. 𝗗𝗦𝗏𝗏𝗏 Brown. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 in the backfield. Twin receivers wide left. One comes wide right. 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 from his own end zone wanting to throw. Steps up, heaves it as far as he can down the field. It's going to be intercepted by the Muleriders. As coming up with the interception for Southern Arkansas is number 24, it's Melvin Smith. Weevils were trying to throw it into double coverage down there as 𝗗𝗦𝗧𝗏 threw it as far as he could, trying to go to Mansfield. And the Muleriders will take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. All they got to do is snap the football. May not even have to do that.
Exactly.
As 54-22. Looks like that's going to be our final score here this afternoon as the Mulerider offense will come out onto the field. We'll see Adam Parker, the backup quarterback, come in. And he'll take the snap here. They won't start the clock with a change of possession until we snap the football. He'll get the snap, going to hand it off up the middle. That's Gomez. Gomez carries it up close to the 45, out to the 46-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 5 on the play. And we've got 13 seconds remaining. Clock will continue to run. They don't have to snap the football. That's going to be your football game here this afternoon. From Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium, the final score, 54-22. Southern Arkansas will take that big Battle of the Timberland trophy back to Southern Arkansas, back to Magnolia.
Riders got a really good team.
Yep.
They're pretty good.
As the Weevils will finish 4-7. Muleriders will go 8-2. There are only 2 losses on the year coming to Ouachita and to Harding on the season. Other games around the conference, let's tell you how those turned out. Ouachita Baptist held on to defeat Henderson. 27-20 was the final in the Battle of the Ravine. In the fourth quarter, boy, look at this. Southern Nazarene, 49-14 over Oklahoma Baptist. That'll make them 3 in a row to finish out the season, won their final 3 ball games. Arkansas Tech trailing Harding, 57-14. That's in the fourth quarter. East Central's up on Southeastern, 20-6, and Southwest Oklahoma State leads Northwest in the third quarter, 14-0. So both Ouachita and Harding will clinch a share of the Great American Conference Championship. If you get out technically, Ouachita will have the number 1 seed, and Henderson's Harding will have the number 2 seed. When you start breaking it down and looking at it.
Because OBU beat Harding.
That's right. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back and wrap this one up for you from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium in just a moment.